Hello, everyone. Hopefully that works. Tell me if you can't hear us, because that would be a problem, or if there are any issues with the audio or anything like that. Hello, and welcome to this D20 Dames one shot, where if you haven't heard of D20 Dames before, we are a family friendly podcast available wherever podcasts are free. You can see the description over there. Welcome to this. Hello, everyone. Hi, Kyla. My name is Jess Ross. My pronouns are they, them. I'm going to be your DM today. So we'll go around and do introductions for everyone. Everyone's going to introduce their name, their pronouns, and what character they're going to be playing today, and their character's pronouns. Because these are characters that you are not accustomed to if you're a D20 Dames fan. It's brand new characters for today only. Maybe again. We'll see what happens at the end of today. Let's go around from me. So we'll do Brittni, Jen, and then Kat.
Cool. I'm just tweeting out about how I think Jess is going to torture us today.
That does not sound like something I would do. Just really quick, I just have to throw that out there. I don't know why you're all so concerned just because there are deadly encounters planned. You're all being very dramatic, is all I have to say. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Jess was bragging about their amount of monster stat block tabs open. So I'm just saying. Okay, I have the data that I have. Anyways, hi, I'm Brittni Liyanage. My pronouns are she, they. Are we doing character intros as well?
Yes, please.
Cool. I'm playing Krazel Merksky. This is a character that I created for the D&D block party. We played Cold Comfort with Eugenio. It was really fun, and this character is, I don't even know where I brained this character from, but she is a warlock who is from a long line of bookkeepers, bookshop keepers. So she's been around books her whole life, and she's supposed to take over the family business, but she has decided to just go adventuring looking for more books instead. And yeah, that's all I'll tell you about Krazel, I think. She's very kind and unassuming.
What a perfect character to bring to Ravenloft. I love it. Kind and unassuming.
Hello, my name is Jen Vaughn. My pronouns are she, they. And today I will be bringing you Maggie the Mage of the South Mall. If you watched way back when the Stranger Things one-shot first came out over on Nerd Immersion, I played Maggie, as well as some home games. Maggie is a half-elf, half-orc, full flimflammery. Not that anyone else here knows about that, but she is a couponing wizard who has a book of coupons as her special tome, her book of spells. And so just get ready for a very good deal. Yeah, she's heard a lot about where they might. Well, anyway, she is not unassuming. She is very assuming. She will be targeting everyone and anything, but through the veil of nicety. So, yeah.
All right. Hi, I'm Kat Kruger. I'm usually the dungeon master at D20 Dames, and I definitely have concerns now that it's all going to come back. Just as an opportunity. So I'm going to be playing Senka, Senka Silveranth. She is a sorcerer with shadow magic. Her pronouns are she, her, mine are she, her. And she is a character that I played in a home game. She's just coming straight out of 10 Towns from Rime of the Frost Maiden game. And actually in chat we've got Punk Jr. who played in this game. So testing out Senka's skills here, leveled her up to hopefully survive this encounter.
You're all totally going to survive. Don't even worry about it.
Punk played in the game that I played this character in as well. My character. Coincidence?
I think not.
I think it probably is.
Fantastic. All right. So today we are playing an adventure set in Ravenloft from Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft because I wrote one of the domains in this book. So we're going to play through an adventure set in the domain that I wrote called Hazlan. Is everyone ready?
Maybe.
Yeah, you all seem really excited for this. I don't know why you wouldn't be, because I feel like I am never anything but nice and polite and gentle, and I would never do anything to hurt any of your characters.
Oh
I sure. Yeah, absolutely. In the
Let's just remember we're a family-friendly podcast and maybe also a family-friendly stream. So just like keep that in mind.
yeah, Jess.
I don't understand why everyone is so concerned. What reason have I ever given you to think that it'd be anything but that? But I just feel like there's a lot of assumptions being made here. So much for some characters being unassuming.
Oh,
All
got
right.
you. No, Jess, we're so excited to play this.
Yeah.
All right. So all three of you, let's start with, what does a normal day look like for, let's go around. Let's start with Maggie. What does a normal day look like for Maggie?
A normal day for Maggie is definitely hanging around the South Mall, as is her name, Maggie the Mage at the South Mall. Thank
Makes
you.
sense.
Oh, sorry. Let me. So Maggie loves to hang around the South Mall, and is usually I don't want to say working it, but just like talking to people, trying to see if there's some BOGOs, buy one get one if you're not in the know, and just because she does believe in making a deal and saving money and helping other people save money. But sometimes like she's probably at we're gonna call them Alderini's, so it's a shoe place, and she's trying to get them to she wants to know what they do with like the goldfish in a heel and like these shoes that have like fish in heels. She's like, well, it seems kind of cruel, right? Like, why are these goldfish in a heel? And if the goldfish are already dead in the heel, is the shoe at a discount? And so that's sort of how you see what's happening with Maggie.
So Maggie, as you're examining this goldfish-heeled shoe, you notice that the goldfish sort of almost seems to like shimmer in your vision, and this sort of like white smoke almost seems to expand from it and expand and expand.
Oh no.
And before you know it, this thick mist has completely covered like the wall of the store that you're standing near, and it overtakes you. And that's all you can see is this heavy mist.
Are they fumigating the mall again?
You can't really hear anyone around you. There's just this mist everywhere. You can't hear anything. You can't see anything except for this mist. And while you're trapped in this mist, Senka, what is Senka up to today?
Senka has an anthropologist background, so she generally likes to go around with her little notebook and observe people from a distance. But she's a winter Eladrin, and she's very goth. So she's got like long black hair, very pale skin. She's just dressed completely head to toe in black, and she tries to she just creepily stands off to the side and takes notes on people. And doesn't really engage with anyone, except I think she's her adventuring party has an awakened shrub, so she probably tries to engage with the shrub every morning. Like, his name is Punch.
Oh my gosh.
Punch the shrub, because he's got little berries on him that we never really figured out what they do, because nobody wanted to taste berries off an awakened shrub.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What people is Senka studying right now, standing off to the side and not creepily staring at?
I'm gonna say that she's in one of the towns they probably stopped in, and she's maybe looking at there were kobolds that they rescued. So she's probably observing them and how they're interacting with the townsfolk.
Okay. Then I think probably what happens is, as they're sort of like interacting, in 10 towns there are probably lots of like fire, like open fires or like fire lamps and stuff. And one of those, you see the smoke coming off a fire nearby just suddenly releases like it's a huge plume of like thick white smoke. And no one else really seems to notice it. Like no one else seems to react to this incredible like plume of smoke. And as you look at it, it immediately reaches out for you and quickly reaches towards you and overtakes you. And you, as you look around, all you can see is this like thick mist surrounding you, and you can't hear anyone. You can't see the kobolds of the townspeople that you were just observing. Although, if Punch was nearby, Punch came with you. Was Punch nearby Sanka?
Probably.
So you can bring Punch with you if you would like. All right, Krazel, what was Krazel up to this morning or today?
Krazel, doing her normal from bookshop to bookshop venture, just walking around the town that she has been adventuring in, looking for the oldest, darkest tomes. Along the way, she sometimes finds tomes that her parents would be interested in and some books that she sends them. So maybe she's packing up some books to send by carrier to her parents, and she's crafting out a little note to them. Hey, Mom, Dad, still scouting for some books for you all, of course, just for you and no one else. And here are some I found! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! And she tucks that into the package. While her pack is like brimming with like very old, crusty books that look a little scary and off, that she's not packing up. Yeah, that's pretty much her rinse and repeat of a day. Also keeping her eye on any adventuring parties that she can maybe hop onto to hit up another town. She's probably run this one a little dry on books.
The shopkeep, since you just spent a lot of money in this bookstore, buying all these like old tomes and then having them sent to your parents somewhere far away, the bookseller sees like all of this stuff and is like, hey, I see that you've got a lot of stuff going on here. You've already spent so much money here today. Here's what I'm going to do for you. Here is a free bag of holding.
Oh my gosh, the kindness! Oh, it radiates from you. Thank you so much. This is.
Hey, thank you. You've like the amount of money you've spent here today. I really appreciate it. Not everyone appreciates old tomes these days.
Don't you know it? If you have any leads on other tomes, I love them. I drink in the information. It's just oozing from me. I don't know if you can see it, but thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Have a wonderful day, and good luck with the rest of your book search.
Thank you. I only hope to learn.
So as you are leaving this bookshop, you feel the bag of holding sort of rumble almost.
Ooh, this is new, but I like it. Oh, and she opens it. Does she see anything when she looks in?
So when you look in, what Krazel sees is a hand reaching out slowly, and it's connected to an arm that just seems to go on and on and on, and it reaches out. And it comes very, very close to Krazel's face and then pauses and pulls back inside the bag. And as soon as it does, mist erupts from the bag and Krazel is transported.
It's finally happening. Oh, so unexpected. So unexpected.
So all of you, as you find yourselves in this creepy mist, you start to hear some like faint whispers and like skitters, like they're like little animals wandering around. And as you wander through, you eventually make your way. The mist begins to clear, and you make your way into what appears to be ruins of an old town. It looks like it was demolished, like something huge like came through here and destroyed everything. There's just like rubble everywhere. There's debris, all sorts of things. It looks like if there was someone living here, they abandoned it in quite a hurry. There are also, you notice though, a lot of statues that are not injured in any way, which is strange compared to all of the rubble of the buildings everywhere. And you hear those like little skitters and whispers are coming from, it seems like, everywhere in this area. And you look around and you see this town and these statues, and you also see the two people next to you.
Maggie sort of is taken aback. What? You're not Ricky Bobby, or Bobby Ricky. Who are you?
Senka still has her notepad out, so she's writing in her notepad as she looks at you.
The silent tap. Got it.
Perfect.
Krazel is like kind of looking you up and down, Maggie, and she says, not what I expected, but you don't look as powerful as I thought. But it's great to meet you. And she holds her hand out to shake your hand, Maggie.
Maggie's busy putting on more lipstick while looking around. And oh, hello. Yes. Hello, Maggie, the Mage of the South Mall. How are you?
Oh, mage of the what?
Of the South Mall.
South Mall.
A conglomerate of stores and business that operate in capitalistic glory.
When you introduce yourself, I think both of you, because you're both spellcasters, you sense a bit of magic, and like Senka's cloak sort of billows behind her in like a gust. And she looks over at Maggie and says, "Your mall sucks."
Excuse me? Well, for someone who just magically farted, that's sort of rude to say.
She points.
I'm sorry. Are you from the North Mall?
She points to the ruins in front of us and says, "It sucks."
This isn't my mall. I'm sorry. I'm not a tour guide. Do you see a little name tag or anything on me? I just showed up here. I was trying to get some fancy shoes. Fancy, sort of goldfish shoes. Anyway,
she looks down at your shoes and says, "Yeah, I guess you need them."
Okay, well, thank you. It's always good to get a little feedback from a new friend.
Interesting.
What?
So he summoned all of us here. Interesting.
Who is
This
he?
must mean something. Oh, my let's call him my sponsor, my patron, my are you familiar with?
Oh, you're one of those spellcasters.
Yes, indeed. And Maggie and the Mage of the South Mall sort of sidelines next to Senka to look at Krazel. Is just like, one of those spellcasters, huh?
Oh, I'm just seeking knowledge, and knowledge is power, and knowledge is fun, and knowledge is sweet, and knowledge is hungry, and knowledge is what so what do we
You
what
could
do we
write
do now?
ad copy for the food court. I'm sorry, what? Knowledge is hungry? That is wonderful.
So as you're having this discussion, trading of barbs, you start to hear louder noises coming from up ahead. And if you look past all of this sort of like ruin area, it seems like there are people moving about somewhere up ahead that you can't quite see.
A parade of sorts for us, maybe.
I mean, I'm sorry. Who is he? Can we can like let's see what's going on. Maybe there's a sale. But I'm sorry. You seem to know a little bit more than the rest of us.
Oh, me.
Yes.
I have been on a search, on a quest, on a journey for to meet my patron, who gives me such power and such delights in the world. And I thought maybe this was it. I opened my bag, there was a hand, and it pulled out to me and said, "Come, come." And so I thought, but I don't know much more than you, I'm sure.
As they're walking closer to this crowd of people, Maggie looks around. I would also reach out to shake a hand if one came out of my bag, a proffered hand, but like, okay, all right. Sanka, are you writing this down in your little book?
She's definitely writing it all down.
Mm-hmm.
She's drawing pictures of both of you also.
Oh, it's not very diplomatic. She sees the drawing of herself. You have to draw every line on the face, sort of a.
Try to be accurate.
Oh. Cool. We're to the people now. What do they look the same as us? Do they look confused? Yeah, Jess or.
Yeah. Have you made it out to you? All kept walking out towards the people.
Yeah, sure.
They don't look confused. They look almost like they're as you get away from this sort of like ruined area, there is a sprawling town. It seems like it was sort of like built moving away from the area that you just came from, and as people walk back and forth, they're just sort of like walking like they normally would, except that they're almost like ignoring the area that you're from. Like that area does not exist almost.
Excuse me, fellow travelers. Hello.
So you call out, and there was a woman nearby, a human woman with like very sort of like a pale, sort of drawn face, and she whips around when she hears someone call, and she screams. She goes, "Kidnappers! I just saw them. Somebody help! Arrest them! They're kidnappers. They've just come from the ruins."
So she's pointing at us.
Yes.
Yeah. Maggie's like, "You turn that finger and point it. That is so rude. Do not point at me. Do not point at my friends."
If anything, we've been kidnapped. And that's just equally exciting, right?
Tell me where Ellie is. I know that you've taken her.
Who is Ellie?
Senka, write that down, please.
Already done.
Is anyone responding to this screaming woman?
Yeah, two guards have come over, and they're sort of like waiting for her to calm down. They're like, okay, let's just figure this out. Hey. And she's like, "Arrest them! They've just come from the ruins. It must be them. They're murderers. They're kidnappers." And the two guards are like, "Okay, Khalees, please." And they turn to you and say, "Explain yourselves."
Senka says, "Explain yourself."
I'm just really quickly going to give all three of you inspiration for inspiration. For just like, I know that you normally do it to each other and not DMs, but I'm going to do it real quick. Just make sure you use it and then give each other inspiration as well. Because all three of you with your role playing has been killer. Sorry, go on.
We're just ignoring everything you put in front of us.
I love it.
Just playing the character, yeah.
The card says, "Nobody comes from those ruins. How did you get there? Why would you go in there?"
Oh no, we didn't go. We appeared. It was quite mystical, quite magical, quite powerful. There was mystical. Get it? Wordplay.
Oh, no.
It was how fun. Mist, creepy hands. I actually didn't ask you all what if there were any creepy hands in your journey, but we all popped here, and so no, we didn't come to the ruins. We just appeared in the ruins. You see, it's bad timing.
The mist brought you.
Are you saying that like capital M mist, or?
Yes. Where do you think you are?
At the mall?
The mall. I was hoping we were at the entranceway to my patron, the Great Old One. If you could confirm or deny.
that the he you were talking about?
Oh yes. Sorry, I was
Okay, I thought you
being a
meant
little
like
cryptic.
interesting. Yes, you are. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the he who owns the mall. Okay.
I mean, there's not, we don't have any evidence proving otherwise. Could be that could be that too as well. How fun would that be?
The great old one's mall.
So officer, lieutenant, what can Maggie recognize the insignia for whatever their position is or
Yeah, do you want to give me, I guess, history, perception?
all right. Ooh, a 14.
All right, you can tell that this person is a commander.
Oh, okay. Dang. All right. A commander. So as you can see, we're just sort of lost. So is there like an informational desk or kiosk where we can orient ourselves?
Well, not
Like
exactly.
a backlit map that lets us know we are here, exits are there,
Oh, with
bathrooms are
directions
every.
to where all of the important landmarks are.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we don't have that here. You're welcome to Hazlan. You're in shadowed perigee.
How do you spell that?
Hazlan is and he sort of like leans over to like watch you write Hazlan.
Okay. And where is that exactly? Like compared to where 10 Towns is.
Oh, we're not anywhere near 10 towns.
Okay. Just puts a big X and then 10 Towns down at the bottom.
You, if the mists have brought you to Hazlan, I think that this is where you live now. No one has, I don't think anyone has ever escaped. Or if they have, it's only been temporary and then the mists brought them back.
I'm sorry. Escaped? Is this a pop-up escape room that I keep hearing about?
My God.
Like, is this a happening or something?
Well, something is happening.
I appreciate you, but really, because I didn't sign up for anything. I signed up for a lot of stuff, but I don't remember getting like any notification, a little raven in the mail, anything. So
Yes, have we traveled between realms? Is that possible? Or is this no? How far? How deep? Where did we go?
Yes, you have traveled between realms, I think. This is Shadowed Perigee, a town in Hazlan. I don't know how to get you back to where you're from because that's like we are all residents here. But
Senka just shrugs and says it happens.
it does more often than you'd think.
So go with the flow.
So where's my house?
Well, you are welcome to purchase one if you'd like. Someone might be willing to barter some things if you.
So we were brought here and now we're permanent residents, and you're not exactly setting this up as a great place to live.
Senka, I'm sorry. Are you a homeowner? I didn't realize. So when was the last time you had your pipes cleaned? And she pulls out a little coupon.
I don't know. You have to ask this commander. When were the pipes cleaned in my house that you're getting me now?
Oh, I like this energy. Yes.
I mean, I'm not I can't help you get a house. If you want to do something, and the woman who was screaming earlier sort of steps in and says, "Don't give them a house. They're kidnappers. Arrest them. They came from the ruins. It doesn't matter what they said. They probably have Ellie." And the commander is sort of like, "Okay, I don't think that they have your niece. Listen, did you see any other people when you were in the ruins?"
No. Is it possible that we did a little switcheroo with Ellie? So she's back at the mall or at Senka's house, or is that possible? Is that something that happens? Do people disappear from here often?
well, people disappear from the ruins, but that's why we don't go in there. But no, usually the mists don't take someone back home once they've brought them here.
All right. So, is it your job normally to find missing people, or do you need some help? Because, like, if we're stuck here, we might as well get to know everyone on the first day.
Well, I would normally help to find missing people, but not not from the ruins. If they went there, they're lost. So
So what you're saying is if we go back into the ruins, we will get unlost.
it's possible. It's also possible that you'll become more lost. I can tell you this though, if you go into the ruins and investigate and find Ellie, I will help you get a house.
Hmm.
Jess, did you say there were statues in the ruins that were like intact?
Yes.
Oh.
I want to look at those. But we already walked away, didn't we?
Yeah, you're not in the ruins currently. You're like you're still nearby. You can sort of see some of the buildings toward the edge. But you can't see any statues from where you are, but you are very close still. You can go back.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Senka. Did you happen to take any drawings or recordings of those statues that were back there? Just curious. Just want to see.
She nods and she just puts a finger up and says, "Just a second." And she's writing on a piece of paper, and then she hands it over to the commander and says, "Okay, just sign here."
What does the paper say?
It's like legalese of the agreement, but it actually states that she owns a house, but he's going to clean her house for her.
He takes it and is like, I don't think this is right. Why don't I take this to someone who can tell me more about what some of these fancy words mean? But I'm not gonna just sign this.
Okay, take it to somebody who is going to clean my house and show me where my house is. And I guess we're gonna go look through this mall with statues for sale.
Now, once again, that is not my mall. That is sort of a statuary sale, sort of like you see sometimes on the side of the road. So just, again, not my mall.
Or are they mannequins? I wonder. Maybe the
Ooh, they-
clothes all burned off or something. That's sinister.
All right, Krazel, calm down.
Yeah, so Senka would have like taken tried to draw some of the statues as she was going by them. If Krazel wants to take a look, she'll just sort of she won't let you touch her notebook or take it, but she will show you the page.
I will look with my eyes. My hands. I got it.
Roll perception for me, Krazel.
Ooh, that's a 7.
None of the statues, like the drawings are nice, but you're not really sure what you're supposed to be seeing here. It's sort of like a bunch of drawings.
Oh God, she wants to learn more about this. Commander, any bookshops in this town? Anywhere I can learn more? Is there a town historian I could speak to? Is there a library of sorts? Anything like that?
Yes, there is, but wouldn't it be faster to start by? I mean, yeah, I can take you to the bookstore if you'd like.
Oh, just in general. I'm trying to kind of plan out my day. You see?
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay, great.
If you head
I'm
to
sorry,
the
you
town
said-
square. Oh,
I'm sorry, you said start where? Did you gamify this this land or something? Like, is there a little like passbook we can get with stamps in it? Is that what I'm hearing?
if you want stamps, I'm sure I can draw some up for you or something.
Oh no, you just started to say, I feel like you should start somewhere and then.
Oh
Frazzle.
well, I've never seen anyone come out of the ruins before. So I was thinking, that would be a good place to start the investigation because no one else has walked out of them. So I
Senka holds up
figured,
the page that she was showing Krasl and says, "Were they these people?"
he sort of like leans forward and examines and says, "No, I don't think so. None of them look familiar."
Do you know that there are fully intact statues in your so-called ruins? A little unusual, if you ask me.
No, I didn't know that. That's strange. And why would I know that? I wouldn't go into the ruins. That's why I'm asking you to go in.
No,
Well,
listen, Commander, it's just
well.
false advertising, and you can be reported to Hazlan's Better Business Bureau if you are falsely claiming these are ruins when they are clearly unruins.
As soon as you
Semi-ruins?
say reported to Hazlan's Better Business Bureau, he sort of like freezes, and the two guards and the woman who is like yelling immediately like freeze and go quiet and go, listen, that's if you're trying to report something to someone, that's not, and they all sort of like step away from you and like, we're just trying to, we don't want any trouble. We were just trying to find, listen, you do what you're going to do. Wherever you want to go, that's fine. We're not going to stop you. And they all like rush away from you.
Okay, get my house then. We'll be back for it.
Maggie sort of just goes, and see, that's how you get it done in the South Mall style. So let's go look at the ruins.
Field trip. Back to where we started. Okay.
All right. So you head back into the ruins.
The hat on
I
top
think-
of the headphones is really killing me.
I love it. I love that hat, Jess.
White work. With
It's
these
very
headphones.
good. It's very good.
I think Senka has had Punch sort of at her under her cloak for this time, like under the back of her cloak. So I think she's gonna like try to tuck Punch into her satchel, and head into the ruins.
All right. You're all heading into the ruins.
Heck yeah.
Sure.
All right. What are you looking for?
I think I want to look at the statues.
Senka wants to do that as well. He's
right.
gonna observe Krasl observing the statues while observing the statues.
So, Krasl roll investigation to look at the statues. Sanka roll insight to look at Krasl looking at the statues.
That's a 17 for Krasl.
Senka only got a 7.
So Krasl, what you notice about the statues is that so first of all, there are a ton of them everywhere. All sizes of creatures. There are like humanoids, there's like kobolds, creatures, beasts, animals, just like a little bit of everything it seems like. And though many of them are sort of like, they look like almost typical statues where it was just sort of like a creature standing as a statue. Some of them almost seem to be like in motion and then were frozen like that way as statues. Senka, as Krasl is examining the statues, you're examining her, and for some reason you can't really get a read on what's going on in her head right now. She is focusing on these statues, and you're just having a hard time getting a read on like what she's seeing from the statues.
She's putting a lot of question marks in her notepad, and I think she wants to look up at the statue that she's looking at, and can she get a sense like if there's any magic involved in these statues? Like, were they petrified? Was some sort of spell put on them?
Sure, roll Arcana.
21.
Wow. All right, with the 21, you can tell that they weren't petrified. There wasn't a spell placed on them necessarily. What it seems like is that magic was removed from these statues in some way.
Would casting something like, well, I guess I can't ask you that. Sorry.
You can cast
So,
something.
I mean, yeah. Maggie is gonna lean over to Senka and go, "Oh, I see you've got quite a nice notebook. Can I interest you in this is 20% off at your first purchase at Ned's Notebook Emporium. I don't know if you've been. It's quite nice. They've got all sorts of different skins on things, bindings. And she just sort of like starts to put the little coupon in
Senka's like,
hand.
as you're leaning in, she's like leaning away.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, I make my own.
Oh, you make your. Oh, well, that is okay. And then she like goes through her bag and like pulls out. Okay, so in that case, you might be looking for like more like binding supplies, right? Like glue, staples, ribbons, and she just sort of like tucks in another. She just puts a card into like sticking out of your notebook, and she just like, that's a try one sheaf of paper. Um, uh, that's what the coupon is, but it's for the binding babes. It's a little group of people anyway, and then as
she as you're speaking, she sort of like looks down at it, and again there's a magical gust of wind that blows it away, and she just says, oh no, it's flying away. And then just looks at you.
Senka, your instincts were right. I've never heard of that business, and I'm in the business, so that was the right decision there, I think.
Well, I'm sorry if I've been somewhere that you have not. Just because you haven't been there does not mean it doesn't exist, just like Hazlan. But per her own personal set of rules, sticking that card in was good enough to then detect magic for Maggie on these ruins.
Perfect. What level spell is detect magic?
It is one. Yeah, one.
Perfect.
So. Oh, what do you mean?
Can you roll a d20 for me, please?
Yeah. Wow, a lot of stuff happening all of a sudden.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
I am. Mm-hmm. The one time I have this spell that okay, 16.
16. Okay.
So I can also read if you need me to read the rules. Or...
Oh yeah, tell me what detect magic does exactly.
It will produce a little fake aura around anything that has magic, and also allow me to know what school of magic was used in if there was one. So,
does she see anything? Do you cast it specifically on like one thing, or is it in an area?
It's a 30-foot area. Excuse me.
Okay. So the statues don't show any sort of magic, and in fact, it sort of seems like there's almost like a very extreme like lack of magic on the statue specifically, but everywhere else, like if you're looking at an aura, absolutely everywhere else around you in that 30-foot area is teeming with magic. There is magic all around you. Is wild magic its own school of magic? I'm gonna say yes.
It's not. Yeah. It's not old school. No, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you sense is like it's not any like one kind of magic. It's a little bit of everything, and it is absolutely everywhere except for on all of these statues. And there is also, in addition to all of the magic that you see now, a new sort of like spark of magic grows in front of you, and about 20 feet ahead of you, a small portal opens.
Oh, well, how do? She just sort of says towards the portal. And she turns to Senka and Krazel, intent on making them her friends, no matter what. There is some interesting stuff that's happening over here. I just cannot describe to you in words. But you can just trust me. There is a lot of interesting oddness around us. But anyway, portal.
So the portal opens, and you hear sort of like a quiet, sort of like another skittering sound, like you were hearing in the mist earlier, like skitters, almost like little claws on walls, and then you hear like whispers, and it almost sounds like for a moment, Maggie hears, "Sail here." Krazel hears something about like free books. And Senka, I guess, would hear like the most interesting people for you to observe. That's probably what Senka's interested in. And then through the portal swarms dozens of these very, very small, they almost look like cats. Like what are the naked cats called?
Sphinx.
Sphinx cats. They almost look like Sphinx cats, but with like sharp, bloody teeth and long ears and disgusting claws. And they swarm through this portal right at you. Roll initiative.
Don't see there's not a book in sight though.
Is it a sail on disgusting claws? I can assume means a variety of things.
I think I got an 8.
9 for Krazel.
A 7 for Maggie. Terrible.
Small straight.
Krazel was 9.
Mm-hmm.
Senka was 8 and Maggie was 7.
Yes.
All right. I rolled much higher than that, unfortunately, for all of you. Let's see. So that was Maggie just cast Detect Magic. That's right. So a bunch of these little creatures are going to swarm towards Maggie and try to bite her.
Maggie's got a little dress on with like leather pants and like little ankle high mod boots. And so when these little creatures, excuse I can tell you where I got these. Alderinis. Yeah, I know they are nice. No, you do not need to bite or lick to get to see if they are leather. Yes, they are, but they are stainable.
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, and what about a 12?
No.
Okay. So you take 12 piercing damage.
Thank you. Is it in the shoes? Or is it in the leggings?
Oh, I think they probably climbed up and went for the leggings.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, thank you.
Are you worried about your shoes? All right, and
absolutely.
They will then also go for another bunch of them is going to go for Senka, and then one will go for Krazel. So let's see. Does an 11 hit you, Senka?
No.
What about a 12 for you, Krazel?
Yeah, that hits.
All right. That is going to be another 12, so that's 12 piercing damage for Krazel. And then it is Krazel's turn.
Oh, they're on me. Oh no, I didn't come here to fight. I came here to learn, of course. I'm sure we can settle this. No? Okay. Did you say they were a swarm, or is it just like the one that's on me is a cat?
There's a swarm of cats on each of you, of monster horrible cats.
Okay. So the one that has just attacked me, Krazel will reactively try to hit it with an Eldritch Blast. Boom. 12 to hit.
That hits.
Oh my gosh. Krazel is just as shocked as I am. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Well, that's 2. That can't be right. 2 points of damage to the swarm of cats.
All right.
Ah! books here. I heard free, but I'm willing to pay. I am willing to pay. Hello, kitties. Hello.
Is anyone else also that's watching just trying to figure out if Jess is trying to get back at Kat by using a swarm of cats, or if Jess's cat Nami has been bothering them so much that they are...
If it helps, I can show you what they look like. Cat was just the best description I could come up with.
Yeah.
Like cat-like. But let me show you the picture.
What a deft way to not answer the question. I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Oh, wait, can I? Sorry, Cage just reminded me that I'm a higher level than I thought. Can I do another hit to these people?
Excuse me, what? Thank you, Maud, for helping the players. I'm just
I don't ever play this character or this class, but I can use Eldritch Blast with two beams, so I can try to hit him again.
Yeah, go ahead.
After Krazel. After Krazel is asking at the books, she sees like her hand is like still kind of glowing with power, and she's like, "Oh, that's right, that is right." And she gets like the kind of deep, dark look in her eye. I should have mentioned when she's casting the spell, she kind of gets like dark and like sullen, like her eyes kind of sink in. It's very odd. So she'll have this like kind of beam coming from her hand and be like, "Oh, and this one too." Oh my gosh. It's a nat 20. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, double your damage.
Oh, it's doubling, baby. Oh, 16.
Nice. That's what I'm
60
talking about.
That's better than 2, right? Thank you, Cage. Thanks, Cage. Thanks for modding our chat and also teaching me that my character is stronger than I thought. Thank you.
What a good lesson for everyone. You're stronger than you thought. The real Eldritch Blast was the friends we made along the way.
Oh, damn it.
All right. So that swarm that was on you, Krazel, is looking pretty worn out. A lot of the creatures in that one are starting to fall over. Next up is Senka.
All right, I have a question for you because I don't know the answer here. Charm monster. It says charm a creature. Does a swarm count as a creature?
That is a good question. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. All right. She's just gonna say, "Hey, kitty, kitty," and cast charm monster on the swarm that's on her.
That reminds me. What level is Eldritch Blast, Brittni?
Oh, crap.
Is that a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. What level is Charm Monster?
4th level.
Okay. So you say, "Hey, kitty, kitty," and it doesn't seem to do anything. They sort of like growl at you, but they don't seem otherwise affected by it. But you did cast Charm Monster. It just didn't work on them. So go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
All right. That is an 8.
So sort of around the edges of like the area that you're in, like away from the swarms and not within sight of them, about a dozen more cats appear, but these look more like cats than the ones that are attacking you. And these ones don't seem to have any interest in attacking. And as you look around, you notice that all of them have either like 3 eyes, or some have 7 eyes. You can see 1 or 2 maybe that even seems to have 9 eyes. And they all just sort of like walk around, sort of stalking back and forth, kind of around the edge of the area where you're fighting. And they're all watching the fight going on. And they seem to sort of be, those occasionally one will pass another and sort of like lean in to mutter something. And as you watch, you can kind of hear them say, and one of them, "Poisonous paper cut." And another one sort of cackles a little bit and says, "The coupon was a trap." And another one sort of leans over and says, "A tome that isn't what it seems." And another one kind of leans over and whispers, "Do you think they know about the bag?" And one of them looks right at you, Senka, and leans over to another one and says, observing someone she shouldn't.
Senka's gonna say, who are you? Excuse me?
Why don't you roll history for me?
15.
Okay. So you know, because you're an anthropologist, you've actually heard of these cats. These are the staring cats of Aldundar, and they are hyperdimensional cats that will just sort of like watch people and report all of the ways they've died in other lives and other dimensions.
And they
You're going to share that information, or
yeah, just thinking about it. So she knows that they observe. Does she know if they have some sort of rule about interfering?
She does know that they don't interfere. They only observe and report. As far as she's ever heard, they've never interfered with anything. So they won't attack you. They'll just watch you and report all the ways they've seen, either like past or future, seen Senka die in other lives.
All right. So she's gonna say, the cats on the edge there are creepy watchers. But Krasl, you might want to do something about that bag. And maybe we don't die here.
Oh, sounds lovely to me. A good idea.
do you need a new bag?
I just got this bag. I just got it from that shopkeeper. He was so kind. So much kindness in him.
You know, I do have a coupon for trade-ins. Here, I can give it to you. And she sort
It
of
is
It's like, you're really not right now. We're kind of like in
not right now. A savings can save your life, she says.
Maggie, Mage of the South Mall, it is your turn if you have a coupon you would like to use.
Absolutely. She is so mad. She was just told not right now, as if there's like a problem with her. Are these cats are still in front of all of them, correct?
Yes.
The rude ones, not the other ones.
Yeah, the rude
Okay.
ones are still there.
Yeah, she's just like I said, savings can save your life, and these cats, they haven't been clipping. And she sort of like takes out a couple of coupons and throws them, and it to the effect of casting a burning hands. So there's a excuse me, a cone that comes out, but it's little papers that are like cutting them and burning them.
Amazing.
So they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
What level is Burning Hands?
She cast that as a 5th level. Why do you keep asking these questions?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That is a 12. You said dexterity?
Yes.
Yeah, 12 to save.
Oh, well, no, didn't beat it. Sorry.
Nice.
So, yes, thank you. No, so they will take some damage. So little damage. 9 points of fire damage. So.
All right. And then go ahead and roll a d20 for me for casting that spell.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm casting it at a higher level than normal. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Is that more damage?
It is more damage. So let me just
give it to me.
It's just a little bit more. It is 31 points of damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So tell me what it looks like when all of these cats are burning hands to death.
Yeah, so she's complaining about coupons clipping and throws all these little coupons at them, and then just like this phantasmal set of scissors just comes and makes one big, and then they all like burst into little tiny sparks.
Amazing.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then she goes, "Everything must go."
As soon as that happens, one of the cats on the outside, the observer cats, sort of leans in, looking at Sanka, and says, "Anger's the coupon wielder." And and then roll your d20 for casting a spell.
Oh, okay. An interesting question.
You can see
Almost like
Senka's like taking mental notes at this point.
Mm-hmm. That was a 19.
Let's see.
No, don't say that, Jess. Just say thank you.
All set. Moving on.
I actually, for that one, I want to use a different table. So roll a d100 for me.
What do you mean What do you mean a table?
Oh, nothing. I meant everything's wonderful, and just roll a d100 for no reason.
73.
Everything's fine. Why are you so stressed out?
100 options of pain. Just teasing. I love it.
Now I would like you. Sorry, this last roll, I promise. I'm gonna say
Too much stuff
Brittni.
is gonna happen. No,
Krazel is odd. Sanka is even. Roll a d4 for me, and just tell me odd or even.
I'm rolling a d4 for you.
No, Jen is rolling a d4.
Oh, great. All right. Great.
Sorry. It
Hands
was
off.
even.
Even. So that is Sanka. Sanka, you are poisoned for 2 hours.
Sanka would like to take a reaction.
Go ahead.
She's got absorb elements.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you can just absorb it and then you're fine. So after Maggie cast this like burning hands, a sort of like spark of magic, sort of like little sparks kind of like cast through the air, and one of them just sort of like hits you, and one of them also hits the portal, and it fizzles out, so no more of these cats will be coming through that portal. And then one of them hits Sanka and tries to poison her, but she's able to.
Oh, you know what? I'm just looking at the table now. I think poison is not one of the things that I can absorb.
Oh. If
No.
you hadn't said that, I would have let you have it.
I know.
Because I didn't look at it. All right, well then you're poisoned.
Yeah, Senka's gonna like squint her eyes over at Maggie and say, "Mags, you just poisoned me."
What? No, Shug, I did not. I nothing was aimed at you. It was all these cats.
Was your coupon expired? Maybe. You should check the dates.
Oh no! And she like Maggie knows it was expired. She's like, oh no!
Oh my gosh!
I've got to have like a. I think I got one of those little free samples of a healing potion in here. Hold on.
I don't want.
Drop.
No, thank you. That's probably expired too. So let's not.
Just 1 HP.
Yeah, it's just like you're like it'll take care of one pimple. Thank you. Can you hand someone a bottle that's negative ounces? Who knows? But
Is your bag also a bag of holding, Jen?
no, it's just like it's a purse that looks like this but is bigger.
Gotcha. No reason.
Did you have coffee today? No reason.
Hey, what's your health at? No
No
reason.
No reason.
No reason.
Does your name start with a K? No reason.
No reason.
I'm so again, Sanka. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to. I honestly did not. If I had to, you would know. But is there Krazel, do you have anything that could help Sanka?
some words of advice, some wisdom, perhaps?
No, like a thing, like a potion or something.
Oh no, definitely not. I don't deal in sticky stuff. I like pages.
I mean, you are
and
welcome to check your bag of holding because you didn't see if there was anything in there when he gave it to you.
I did look, to be fair, and there was an arm.
That's true. That's very true. That's a good point.
I suppose I could look again. I did just get a new bag. Maybe
Sanka's like, what did I literally just tell you not to do?
sorry, it's a little fuzzy in here. You said be careful about the bag or something. I don't know. It's free. It was free. It was.
The Watcher Creepy Cats said something about your bag. I think you should put it down.
Okay. How about how about I put it down after I dump it all out? Okay? And she like shakes out whatever is in the bag. This is a bad idea. Okay, wait.
Okay, so you turn the bag over and you shake it. That's what you're doing right now?
And Maggie's just like, it's like an unboxing. I love it. Do it.
So as you're
Please like and
shaking it,
subscribe.
you're like shaking this bag and you feel sort of another like rumble and then you see a foot. And it extends to the ground with a very, very long leg. How tall is Krazel?
4 feet probably, yeah.
Okay, so where you're holding the bag up, the foot extends all the way down. So this one leg is like 3.5 feet long.
Is it clothed?
You don't see clothes on it, but it's just a very like raggedy, not raggedy, almost like eviscerated. Like it looks like whatever creature this leg belongs to is like thin and haggard and sort of graying. As this foot extends to the ground, sort of like holding itself down so that it doesn't fall all the way out, and then recedes back into the bag.
Oh. Okay. Now, does anyone know what the Great Old One looks like? Does anyone? Is it like that, like gray and kind of sinewy? Does anyone know? I've been trying to find out. I've been looking at the
he
books
is your
and the tomes.
patron. How did you contact him the first time?
He's so up with a book, of course, and it's just so mysterious. There's so much to learn. There's so much to know. But
no, I'm excited on your journey. I'm very excited for you. But you didn't even. What kind of contract did you sign? Was he not in front of you? I'm sorry. There was no contract.
I think I might have. There was some blood in the book, and oops, and that something like that. I don't know. It was so.
You just roasted me about an expired coupon. It didn't, and this is just Jen, the player, coming out. You didn't check the contract. Karen.
Like, why are you calling me Karen?
I'm so sorry. I think I just had a multiverse moment. All right. So we don't know what the old one looks like. That could be him, who or her or them. Whatever they need, they do need like some skin moisturizer, and I've got something for them right in here.
Did Krazel hear the cats, or is only Senka can hear the cats?
You can also hear the cats, but they're not saying the same things to you.
I see. Also, I don't know what they are. I didn't roll for that.
I think Senka said what the cats were, right?
Yeah.
I guess the question is,
cats.
Do I trust Senka? But I think I might. Krazel just reaches down. So there's nothing came out of the bag other than that foot, that leg.
That's it.
Yep. The foot, and then it went back in.
Okay. Well, I've seen 2 body parts come out of this bag now, and they looked similar, probably the same creature in there, but I'm just gonna put that down. Like you've suggested, Senka. And so she'll leave the bag there. To answer your original question, no, I don't think I have anything to help the poison. So sorry about that.
Did you close the bag when you said before you said that?
Have to have closed the bag. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just checking.
I mean, because truly, essentially, she's listening to Senka and heeding the warning.
Sank, should we do something about the bag? And like, take care of it? Or,
Maggie, you have heard rumors about this domain before.
Okay.
So if you would like to roll history, you would have advantage on it because you do know a little bit about Hazlan.
That's right. As she's like, hold on one moment. And she's flipping through her coupon book. She's like, I remember when the itty bitty scouts were selling these coupon books. And yes, okay. She does say, just so I have heard about Hazlan, and I do remember that magic attracts magic. So which is great because we're all spellcasters, right? So every time we do something else is gonna spark. So
That is truly upsetting. I don't have a single weapon. Hard.
I mean, I've got this, and she pulls out what essentially are two daggers attached in the middle that rotate. So couponing shears.
Ooh.
So watch out. What about you, Sanka? The pen is mightier than the sword.
She says, I always come prepared.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see when the time comes.
Jen, did you also roll history, or did you just do remember a rumor?
I am also rolling history. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine.
And it was not good. I got a 9.
Okay. Even with advantage?
Oh, sorry, with advantage. I'm so sorry. Thank you for that so much. 15.
Okay. So now that you've seen this leg come out of this bag, you are remembering something that you've heard about this area. Sort of like an urban legend that, for the most part, it's one of those urban legends that people say it, and every time everyone around is like, yeah, okay. Like one of those kinds of urban legends. And what you heard about is a creature called the Bagman. And the Bagman started out as a rogue who had a bag of holding and kept losing their treasures inside of it. And one day decided to try to crawl inside to organize their wares and never came back out.
Oh my god. All right. So yeah, Maggie the Mage of Southmall is going to sort of relay this in her own way. It's like, okay, so you know how sometimes there's like a bag person in your life? I might be that in yours, actually. And they're a person that's always got a bag for everything. And they always have extra bags. And they just carry too much stuff in bags. They don't do a suitcase. They don't do a backpack. They don't do a traveling pouch. They don't do a carriage. They're just like, oh, a bag will be fine. So there was a man. His name was the Bag Man. And then she sort of explains it all. And she's like, but that's just what I've heard around the food court. But you could be in possession of the Bagman's bag, Crazel?
And the Bagman himself, probably. I love that story.
Well, you cannot be in possession of
enchanting.
another being, just so you know.
I mean, I was holding it, but sure. This seems exciting. Should we let him out? Can he help us? What's he got in there? Knowledge is power.
I don't remember the rumor saying anything about him being. I mean, we could try.
Senka, what do you think?
Senka looks over at the cats and just sort of listens to what they're saying.
One of the cats leans over to another and whispers, "The Stone Warrior." And the other one says back, "I don't think she sees it."
She scans around and looks for the Stone Warrior.
Yeah, roll perception.
7.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
It's probably because there's like a swarm of cats on her.
Can we look? Senka, do you say anything out loud, or are you...
Yeah, I think she's
to
going to
yourself?
say, where's the Stone Warrior?
Yeah, if you two want to also roll perception to see if you see anything.
Absolutely.
Absolument.
12. Strong 12.
An even stronger 3.
God.
So Krazel, because you were investigating the statues earlier, if you hear Senka say like, yeah, where's the stone warrior? And you look around, and because you were looking at the statues earlier, you realize that one of the statues that you remember seeing earlier isn't there anymore.
Ooh. I wonder if our magic has activated the stones. Think about it. They were magicless, and then we were doing magic, and then the stones disappeared. The statue, he was here, and he's not here anymore. Oh, the power, the power.
What do you mean? Where did he go?
I don't know that much, but think about it. It all makes sense. Krause's starting
Explain
to,
it to
look
me
a
like
little...
I'm a 4-year-old.
Okay. There were statues.
Right.
They're still here. They're
Correct.
intact.
Yes.
And it's not that there's magic around them. It's that there's no magic around
correct.
them.
That's what I
And
also
then
saw.
we were doing magic, and the magic was bouncing and going across here and poisoning our
Right,
friends. And maybe some of that magic went into the statues, and it sucked it up, and it made it alive again. Oh, the power.
So Maggie's pulling up her like heavy bag. So we should smash the statues. Is that what I'm hearing?
No. We put magic into the statues, but there is one who's already walking around. The
Where?
warrior. The
Where?
warrior is gone.
Oh,
I rolled a 12, Senkai.
rolled a 12. What is that? Are we playing a game? What's happening? This is laugh, Kratzel.
Do you want to try to see if you can figure out where that statue went?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can roll, I would say either investigation or nature to try to track it.
Investigation it is.
Senka's,
21.
Senka's gonna try. Oh, you got
21.
21. It's fine.
All right, yeah, you do notice some footsteps where that statue was. Clearly like very heavy footprints. So you're easily able to follow the path that kind of went behind like the nearest like ruins and around. And if you want to follow it, you can sort of follow the sort of like winding path that this stone creature took.
Are the cats still on me? Would I be sacrificing myself?
Maggie already killed all the evil cats.
Oh, all the cats?
Oh yeah, she destroyed them.
Oh shoot!
She took
It's
care
the
of them.
power of
missed
saving,
that.
Shug.
I thought those were just your cats. Okay, great.
No, she got all those
Yeah.
cats. It was a
Great.
cone.
Okay. I thought yeah, Senka was like swatting away.
Yeah, just we're swatting away at memories of the cats. Yeah. Memories. That's funny. That's the cat pun. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, absolutely. Then Krauser will follow the steps.
Okay, and then
I'm going to track it down, and I'm going to meet the statue that's alive now.
And did you leave the bag of holding behind, or did you grab it
Yes.
again?
No. It's still on the ground.
Okay. All right. Are you two gonna follow Krazel as she tracks the statue, or what do you two want to do?
Senka wants to make sure that the bag is tied up, and then she'll follow.
All right. How are you tying up the bag? Like using it strapped, like wrap around it.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that Krazel just like did the thing where it's just like tied it, like pulled it shut, but she wants to like knot it.
Okay. All right, and Maggie's following Krazel as well. All right. So you're able to follow these footprints pretty easily. You rolled well enough that it's like you don't lose track of them at any point. And you follow them sort of through the ruins for a while, and then kind of like out the other side, where there's it almost looks like a forest made of stone. There are all of these like stone monoliths, and some of them do seem to be like petrified trees and massive rocks and things like that. And you follow it into this area, and as soon as you sort of like make it into this area, you hear a massive, just like pounding sound, like a boom, boom, boom. And before you're able to like take cover or anything around one of these like massive stone monoliths, you see a giant creature come around, and this is a T-Rex. And because its visual acuity is not based on movement, it sees you too. Roll initiative for me.
I like how you had to just throw in that little bit of Jurassic Park misinformation.
It's
Or
so
not-
important to me.
No, but no.
11.
Oh, I also got an 11. What do we do?
Well, Maggie got a 12. Why are all of our... Okay.
I don't know.
Can you do your dexes, please?
3 for Senka.
1 for Kraz.
All right.
This is the Stone Warrior. I was picturing something more like Hercules, but no, we get a T-Rex. Okay. Okay.
It does seem like this T-Rex is made of stone.
Ah, so cool.
All right.
Brittni was hoping for a bare-chested god of some kind with golden locks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Truly, truly.
You want that? You write your own one-shot, Brittni. And run it.
Can't escape the pressure of writing my own one shot.
No.
You
You
truly
don't even have
cannot.
to. I mean, all right.
In a good way. We want you to do this.
Now. Okay, so the Stone Warrior is fighting us, and we want to put magic inside of it. This is just Jen recapping.
I think we already did that. That's why it's.
Oh, it's already in there. That's right.
That's
That's
why
right.
it's already about. I mean, we could try to unmagic it.
Unmagic it. Dispel
I
magic.
thought it was going to be something more humanoid, and maybe we could talk to it. And
we could still. I mean,
I guess we
try.
could still talk to it. Yeah.
Well, what
but
kind of
anyway.
tracks are you tracking, though?
Oh, yeah.
She was not tracking T-Rex feet. She was tracking what looked like
Oh,
footprints.
okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
So this still was okay. All right, okay, got it.
All right.
Wait,
But
where did those footprints go?
Just because every time we actually cast a spell, though, just because we aim it at someone doesn't mean it will land there. Is what I'm sort of thinking.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can tell, Krazel, that the footprints you were tracking seem to go off like behind wherever this T-Rex came from. So like if there's someone still back there, they may have crossed paths with this T-Rex like somewhere deeper into this like stone forest.
Okay.
Crossed paths. And are hopefully still back there. All right, the T-Rex gets to go first. And it is going to reach down and bite at Krazel.
Gosh darn it. Oh, I do have a potion of healing. Sorry about that. I didn't even check. I didn't even check my real actual inventory.
That is a 28 to hit.
No, it's not. Of course that hits. Very badly. Hold on. I have a thing.
And that is going to be 33 piercing damage.
No. So stop that. No. So can I use Entropic Ward? When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll.
Yes.
Great. And then if it misses, my next attack has advantage.
So that is a 14 to hit.
God, Krazel's so squishy, it still hits.
Oh no!
How does 33 piercing damage do?
How much damage is it?
33.
Oh my god. Well, I'm still alive if that's what you want to know.
That is what I wanted to know.
Yeah, I'm still here.
The T-Rex gets 2 attacks, so after it bites Krazel, it swishes its tail towards Senka. And that's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yep.
And that is 20 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my gosh.
And next up is Maggie.
All right. Maggie is not joking around. She just saw her 2 friends / possible what's
Arch
the word?
enemies?
No, not arch enemies. Sorry, 2 not targets. Well, anyway, I'll figure out what that word is later. Anyway, she will she pulls out her book and goes, I've got something right here for you that I think you could use. And it's for Tina's toes, claws, and everything paws, pedicures. And she pulls out the coupon and throws it at the T-Rex.
Mhm.
And then, but is casting Charm Monster on it to see. She's like, I just think it would give you exactly what you need and what you're missing in your life. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw. And it does have advantage because we're fighting it. So heavy.
Well, it only got a 9. Did you charm this T-Rex?
I charmed the T-Rex! It's till the spell ends or until our companions do anything. So it's friendly to us. So I guess, Jess, can you describe what a friendly T-Rex looks like for us?
I would be delighted to. So after it bit Krazel and then swiped its tail at Sanka, you charm this T-Rex, and it sort of like pauses for a second, and it looks down at you, and it immediately like reaches down with its big stone T-Rex face and tries to like nuzzle you, but because it's so massive, it kind of just like knocks you around a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's trying so hard, and it's making this sort of like grumbly sound, almost like a purring sound, like it's trying to like nudge your head with its head. And it is sort of like wagging its tail a little bit, and then like stops very suddenly and looks back at Sanka, remembering what it did with its tail, and stops wagging its tail and looks back at you like it's just waiting.
Is she sort of after she regains her standing or posture? Oh, now that is a good deer. Look at you! Look how beautiful you are! Look at these scales. Now, no more biting, okay? These are my friends. But we'll let you know if we need someone, someone else for you to bite, okay? Like we'll get you a snack. Don't worry. And and then she turns the other. She's like, now, this T-Rex is our friend. Do you have a name, T-Rex?
The T-Rex just sort of like growls. A friendly growl, though.
Okay. There's a name. Well, we'll just call you Stony for now. She looks at Krazel. Are you okay? Do you want to use that potion you found on yourself?
I forgot about the original bag I had. Oh. How is anyone else really hurt?
Sanka's hurt, but I don't think she's as hurt as badly as Krazel.
Okay. Yeah, I think I will use this. Potion of healing.
Do you just have like 4 large holes in your body or something? Or I guess more. But...
Yeah, was that a bite that I got?
Yeah, you got a bite.
I wonder if just like one of my legs is not working.
Also, now that the T-Rex is friendly, it looks at you again and just gives you one big stony lick.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, is it healing in any way?
No, it's just real
just
rough and
enjoying the
uncomfortable.
taste. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, Krazel, that's 20% off of you.
But I'm.
I can't.
So we have this charmed dinosaur that appears to be stone. So, does it have anything on it? Are there any of the scales etched with anything that would help us in any way?
You do notice as it's sort of like getting closer and closer to you that behind it, sort of like trailing behind, is a baby T-Rex. And this one doesn't attack you because it's just following the bigger one's lead, and it's also a stone Rex. But this one just sort of like looks up at the bigger one and then looks at you and basically tries to stay hidden behind the bigger one. But you don't notice anything particularly strange about it other than that it's a T-Rex made of stone.
Mm-hmm. Stony, you didn't tell us you have a pebble. The capital P. That's the name of the baby.
So their names are Stony and Pebble.
Yep. Sanka, are you getting this?
It's all in here.
Krazel wants to go follow the footsteps again, if that sounds good.
Did Krazel swig her potion?
Yeah, it wasn't that. I mean, it was healing, but I'm still pretty beat up. She's like wiping her lips, like, okay. It's painful and it's kind of weird because now we're friends with it. It's just, you have to understand. I don't, it's very confusing for me. I'd like to focus on another task, perhaps.
All right.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Krazel is like limping towards the back of the ruins where the footsteps went.
Sure, you continue. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say Maggie also looks deeper into her bag, and in a zippered pocket on the side that she forgot she had, she finds a potion of healing as well.
Lies.
But it's like one of those like squishable little peanut butter packs. So she like sort of palms it to, oh, I'm so sorry. I found this in my bag. Jen was just forgot to check her inventory.
What's the, how much can I
It's
heal?
a 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Thank you. I'll slurp it right up.
She limping less now.
I mean, yeah, a little less. A little less. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Are you all following the footprints now?
Yeah.
All right. And as you go to follow, Maggie, since you did charm this T-Rex and the baby is following its lead, the Stone Rex and baby will also follow you. And you go deeper into this sort of stone forest, all of these, like, weaving in and out of these, like, massive monoliths, until you come upon a clearing, just a huge area surrounded on all sides by these, like, massive, like, stones. And you see a young woman there, sitting in the center, surrounded by stone dinosaurs and one stone man. And as you walk into this clearing, because the Stone Rex is gigantic and makes booming noises as it walks, all of these dinosaurs and these two people turn to look at you. And the young woman says, "Who are you?"
We're new to town. Are you Ellie?
How do you know my name?
Thought as much. Your mom, was that her mom?
Her aunt.
Her aunt, yeah. Your family member's looking for you.
And she sort of like shrugs and says, "Are you talking about my Aunt Kellis? Did she send you here?"
Well, she kind of accused us of kidnapping you, and I was promised a house.
Murder and kidnapping potentially. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're not going to take me back.
Okay.
Do you happen to know how to activate the mists?
And she says, no one knows how to activate the mists. I mean, I guess you could try the lacuna, but you'd be just as likely to die there as do whatever you're trying to do with the mists.
The lacuna? What?
Sorry?
Oh, are you not from Hazlan? You just said you were new to town.
Oh, new to realm. New to domain. And we're all from different places. We don't even know each other. We barely like each other. Ooh, did I say that out loud?
You did, yes.
I mean, we're just trying to get home to our, respective homes.
And she sort of looks away and says, I mean, I guess I can try to help you, but I'm not a very experienced magic user. But maybe Friend can help. And she sort of looks over at the big stone person who is at least 2 heads taller than any of you, standing with their arms crossed, watching you just sort of unhappily. And this stone person just sort of shrugs and looks away. Where are you trying to go?
Oh.
Is that the stone person?
That's the stone person.
Yes.
But they're stony gaze, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're stony gaze.
Well, I'm trying to go to the South Mall. It's in the Forbidden Realms, I think. Do I know that? Sanka, where are you going again? What's your address?
Not here. Somewhere else.
I mean, I think you okay. I can walk away. Kraz and I don't have to listen, but I think you have to give him a bit more information if you want to go back to where you came from and not end up in like the astral plane or one of the elementals, you know.
I guess we're going back to 10 Towns. She looks down at Punch and says, "Yeah, I guess he needs to go home."
Oh, Sanka.
What?
You care about Punch?
Well, he didn't want to come here. I didn't want to come here. So we'll go to his home and, like, yeah, not die here.
Seems reasonable. I don't remember where I was before this, but I can describe in great detail the bookshop I spent much of my time. So hopefully that's it.
Kraz, are you sure you don't want to go to some like hidden, forbidden library?
Is that an option?
I assume we could go anywhere. Might as well try to see where this passageway will take you.
Go to Candlekeep.
Yeah.
Go bug Icon. Oh my god, Icon would hate Krazel. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think you can operate straight inside, right? But you can go out to the waiting room or whatever.
Yeah, that's
right now in Candlekeep, Icon sort of like looks up, like he can sense something happening, and he just shakes his head.
He's like,
disappointment.
No, not today. Not today.
He's saying like ill omens, and then looks at the camera and goes, "But I don't mean interlibrary loan."
Oh man.
And the stone person sort of shrugs again and says, "You can try the Stargazer's mark."
More information, please. I do crave it quite deeply.
And Emily says, "Well, you really aren't from here. There are these massive runes all over Hazlan. You haven't seen any of them?"
We've seen statues.
No, much bigger than a statue. I mean, like the size of a town. These massive marks inlaid into the ground.
Oh. Have we seen that? No, I don't think we have.
No, so far you've only been in Shadowed Perigee and the Stone Forest.
Oh yeah.
So you haven't seen one yet. And she says they've been carved into the ground all over Hazlan to try to stop the lacuna from growing.
What now?
The lacuna, it's this. You know how at every edge of all of Hazlan, the mists encroach. Anywhere you go, if you try to walk around the edge, it's just mist. But we have mist in the center too, and it's growing. Every year it expands just a little bit more. And so a lot of magic users started carving these massive runes into the ground so that it would reach toward those runes instead of toward settlements and towns.
Oh. What is the mist? Does it have power? Does it have arms and legs? Is it?
No, it's just mist. It doesn't have limbs.
Well, it's funny you say that, Ellie, because we were in possession of a bag with legs and feet. Leg and foot. Nope, leg and hand.
Leg and hand.
So,
Oh yeah, is that of any interest to you?
Yeah. Oh yes. Could we trade you a bag man?
I mean, you don't have the bag man. He's in every bag of holding.
What?
Excuse me?
You don't know the story of the bag man?
Not the full.
And here I thought I had
through our stuff.
Yeah, I thought I had an original piece of art here, and it's just in every bag. Ugh.
Well, if you believe in him, that is. But like, he can use any bag of holding. He can come out of any bag of holding.
Oh,
it's not one specific one. If you have a bag of holding, you have a doorway to the bag man.
And that's the thing that's here. You all believe that here in this realm. Interesting. Okay.
Not just here.
No, yeah, I heard it back where we're from, or where I'm from, I guess I should say. But well, here's a question. Then why were those cats telling you to drop that bag If it's in every bag, did they want that bag? We need to get that bag back.
No, I think those cats were just saying at some point that there is a death by bag of holding. Not particularly that bag. But that bag was most suspicious with the leg and the arm. So I get it. Oh. Knowledge is power, as I say.
Maggie's still just like, but we could sell it at the marketplace. If someone dies just because they bought a bag, that's on them.
Well,
all right, so can you point us into the direction of one of these runes?
Well, the Stargazer's rune is the closest. It'd be your best bet because if you're just trying to leave Hazlan, you don't want to wander all across Hazlan. So, I guess you could just go through the rest of the Monolith Forest and find the Stargazer's mark on the other side. But just don't make too much noise as you go through.
Senka looks up at the T-Rex.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we can leave our new friend here. No, Maggie, I don't know how attached you are.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm so
she'll
very.
stay if you don't want to take her with you. These are all of my friends that I've created.
Oh, this is one of your creations.
Yes.
Oh, you must tell me how you've done this. This is I thought you said you were not good at magic.
Well,
This is quite some powerful magic, I would say.
it was partially an accident. I was trying to make a family for Friend, and she sort of motions at the stone person. And so I went and found a meteorite from Moonstone Valley, but the only creatures that came from it were dinosaurs. So now we have all of these dinosaurs.
That's still a family.
It is.
Right,
That's not what
Friend,
they
maybe?
wanted.
Oh, sorry.
But it's still fine. That's why I said that I would leave.
Leave town and your family?
Yeah. I left Shadowed Perigee for Friend and for our new family.
I mean, you should do what you want to do. I would still send maybe your old family there a note so they don't think you ran away or, well, I mean, you did, but that you're dead or kidnapped, because they were very sure something bad had happened to you versus you just, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you owe them nothing. I'm not the one to get in someone else's business. She looks at Senka.
Yeah, Senka's been writing down all of this, and just like when you say the last bit, she just looks over at you and kind of rolls her eyes.
According to my notes.
Well, yeah, if you just want to look for Stargazer's mark, you can try just heading through the northern path of the Monolith Forest. Thanks for not trying to drag me back.
Nobody wants to get dragged to places they don't want to go, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, well, have a nice life. And then she just goes in the direction that
It's like just
Friends.
charging forward without us. Yeah, that's it.
Maggie's trying not to work on their friend that just gave them information and be like, okay, now do you want to set up like a Ellie's estuary and statuary situation, or but she's just like writing down the name for later. Like, good coupon maybe. But... Oh yeah, and she tells Stony and Pebble, and she's like, all right, now say goodbye to everyone. And I'm assuming they do a little tiny hand waves.
A little tiny peace sign.
Yeah, they're a little close.
Deuces.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, if you do that, then Stony will lean down again and try to nuzzle you again. And again, just sort of like pushes you around with her giant stone head.
Just one concussion of love.
All right, I'll mark
It's a good
myself
measurement
down.
for love.
Yeah, one exhaustion. Got it.
we should be quiet. Yes, quiet, slow.
Senka looks back as you're saying quiet, and she just like stares daggers at you.
Maggie goes, yes, 1 foot in front of the other. Quietly.
So are y'all trying to walk quietly through this path out of the forest?
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone go
Yeah.
ahead and roll stealth checks.
Okay.
Oh, I had some daggers in my bag too.
God.
My God.
Senka got a natural 1.
No. What could you have done to make noise in character?
I think she looked back, staring daggers at Krazel, and like tripped on something or like stepped on a branch.
I think with the one you did more than stuff on a branch. I think probably she like fell and like dropped her bag and like everything clattered out of it. And because it's like a stone forest, it made all of these like big echoey sounds as everything like knocked and rolled over and rolled away.
No.
What about the rest of you?
12 for Maggie.
Oh, 12 for Krazel as well.
All right, so neither of you are able to like completely quiet your footsteps because there is a lot of sort of like echoing happening in this because there is so much stone around. But really, like Senka tripped and knocked everything over, and it was just so much noise, and it echoed. So
Yeah,
you
and
hear
Punch
the
fell out of the
noise.
bag too, so he
Oh,
probably
yeah.
let out a little scream.
Exactly. So the shrubs scream, and all of it just sort of like echoes all around you, and it's almost like a wave that it like echoes down and away. As you're like walking along this path through the stone forest, and as the echo sort of like fades away from you from that same direction, you hear another like sort of booming sound, almost like Stoney's footsteps, but more like almost like a stampede of something, and you hear like scratches and claw marks, like something is clawing along the stone walls as it comes towards you.
Maggie pulls out her shears and like clips once in one direction, clips twice, and you see like a vest sort of like magically appear on her, like she works at the grocery store, and then shimmer away. She casts mage armor on herself. Like,
And what level spell is mage armor?
Oh, dang it! She totally forgot. She forgot. God, Maggie, you're the worst. But yeah, it's a first level spell.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Oh my God, so sorry, but not really. That's what you would have done. Ooh, 19. Always high on those.
Oh, that's the one that I didn't want to give you. Roll a d100 for me.
That's the one you didn't want to give me, but here we are, I guess. 47.
All right. So, you cast this mage armor, and then there's sort of like a pop of magic next to you, and suddenly there is a creature there that it's sort of like the size and shape of almost like a horse, but it is this like skinless, many-limbed creature that's just like oozing these strange substances you don't recognize, and it has a unicorn horn, and it's as soon as it appears it's shrieking, and you can hear the shrieks echo through this whole area, and it sort of like paws at the ground like it's about to charge you. So you can do something really quickly before it charges at you. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Me specifically?
Yeah, you specifically.
Oh, okay. So she just gonna do another thing. Yes, she will. Maggie will just go, no. Every time something else appears, I hate it. It's not. This pop-up is not what I was hoping for. And so she opens up her bag. She pulls out, okay, let's see. How do I choose which one it is? Okay. And she throws out a little bit of she pulls out a match. She goes, oh yeah, these were, and it's one of those sets of matches you can take from any restaurant. Strikes it, drops it, and calls forth a fire elemental.
Yes.
So it's friendly to us, and it can also roll initiative. That way we.
And what level spell is that?
Yeah, I know. Well, that was the point. It is a 5.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else want to accidentally do something, or no? We're all cool. Just let me take. It's a 12.
Were cantrips safe? I don't even remember what happened.
I don't think so. I think it was any magic.
Anything? Yeah. Okay. Just a different.
There's
table.
no way to know for sure unless you cast something.
A different table.
That's
how
true.
fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be a terrible time if we just paid attention to the one rule we were told, right?
So you call this elemental forth, and suddenly your two friends, associates, traveling partners, Sanka and Krazel, can hear your surface thoughts.
Shoot.
This is going to be very distracting.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. And you
So-
can just hear her go.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
Senka's just like, someone just kill me now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I thought you didn't want to die here, but I get it. I understand it now. I get it. It's
Maggie, what are Maggie's surface thoughts? What's running through her head right now?
She's just like, I can't believe it. This ugly unicorn is not gonna step on me and get goo all over my new shoes. She's like, I haven't even couponed my new friends yet. They won't accept any of my help, in quotes. She knows it's not really help. And she's like,
Senka's gonna hold up a finger and just say, we can hear literally every thought in your head. Can you just
she just
sip
goes
it?
in her head.
Shut
She
it
just
down.
goes
Shut it
donkey,
down.
donkey, 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 donkey.
yeah, and we're like donkey.
Yeah.
Reading it. Yeah.
And then she just goes, she goes, Maggie, the Mage of the South Mall, looks so beautiful and is so wise. And we went, Maggie, we'd love a coupon. Maggie, we'd love it. She just starts like,
Well, we
No?
didn't get
No?
dumber, Maggie. So
Oh.
just stop. But just
I never said you were. And in her head,
Okay.
she goes, but I was kind of,
Okay.
you know. All right, well, I think we have a little bit more of a situation over here. She's sort of gesturing at the unicorn.
So as all of this stuff was happening, you heard the something coming towards you. You accidentally summoned this unicorn. You summoned a fire elemental. Did you all stop walking, or were you still continuing forward?
I think Senka would have just kept going because she's seen random stuff like this before, and she's just like, she wants to get out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So as you've continued walking, the fire elemental, almost as soon as you summoned it, scared off whatever this screeching unicorn gooey thing was. But you can still hear something big following after you.
And she just whispers, "Thank you, Fire Sale."
Is that its name? Fire
Yeah.
Sale?
Yeah.
I love it. What a
Brittni is
blessing.
So mad at me.
I'm so mad. What a blessing.
What a
Yes,
blessing.
indeed.
Fire Sale gets advantage on its first attack roll for having a great name. As DM, I have decreed. All right, so you're still walking forward, and this thing is still following you. And you see up ahead, sort of where the stone monoliths and trees and things start to fade away. But before you can make it through to the end of this forest, something comes up from behind you, and this is a creature that, actually, as you look at it, you're not really sure how to describe it. It has more limbs than you can even count. It has eyes everywhere, and you realize immediately the reason you heard what sounded like a stampede is because it was almost like rolling and crawling toward you with all of its many legs and all these different shapes. It's got humanoid legs, and you can see a T-Rex leg in there. It's got all of these different pieces almost mashed together, and the entire thing looks to be made of stone, even its many eyes, and it just sort of it crawls and rolls right towards you, and I need you all to roll initiative.
Okay, now we've had a lot of false starts here, but if this isn't the great old one, I don't know what it is. Well, just what a revelation. Krazel got a 20, unnatural, but 20 nonetheless.
Senka got a natural 20, so 23.
The
Why
two
are
of
we
you.
now rolling well?
I'm sorry. I also rolled.
Did you also get a nat 20?
I got a nat 20. What is happening?
What's your dex modifier?
I'm so sorry. I lost myself.
Amazing.
How did this happen? This one time. I'm sorry. I got a 22 with my advantage or my initiative.
23 for Senka.
Okay. Incredible. I love it.
Couldn't happen when we need it, but yeah.
Just going last with a 20, I guess.
Yep.
Cool.
What's that? Your GPA was a 5? I'm sorry, you're not accepted. No.
All right. So this creature comes up to you, but Senka gets to go first.
Senka is kind of exasperated at the sight of this thing and just says, "Okay, are you one of Ellie's family members?"
So you're trying to speak to it. So it sort of rears back and opens many, many mouths and shrieks.
Yes, no,
You're able to determine, I think, pretty easily that this is not one of Ellie's. Based on what you saw around Ellie, this is not one of Ellie's.
So I think the first thing she's gonna do is whistle, and in front of this creature from the shadows, just it sort of forms up into a hellhound. So she has summoned forth her Hound of Ill Omen as she whistles for it to show up.
Nice.
Does
it get its own initiative?
It does get its own initiative. Let me
And I
roll
think,
that.
did you roll initiative for Fire Sail, Jen?
Sorry, I will right now. Fire Sail got a 17.
Wow. The Hound got 7.
Okay. And what level spell was that to get that hound?
It was actually just it was a bonus action. I'm just converting my sorcery points to get it.
Okay.
But does it still count as magic? Someone else has to make this mistake. Come on.
Yeah, it says it magically appears, but I'm converting sorcery points, so there's no level associated with it.
Does that mean it's dealer's choice then? The DM's choice?
If it's my choice, then you're rolling a d20. Roll a d20, Kat.
All right.
This is for that time you made us save kids that didn't need to be saved and turned out to be the bad guys all along.
A 5.
Okay, roll a d100.
71.
You gain resistance to all damage for the next minute.
See, Jess, you shouldn't have said something like, this is for this, because the universe was like, I don't think so. Yeah.
Or maybe just remembered that, I'm going to be DMing longer term games.
The true horror is the friends you made along the way.
The real wild magic was inside of us all along. Okay. So you summoned your hound. Can you do anything else?
That was a bonus action. So, I guess Senka is going to gosh. She's going to step away. I think she wants to like try to get distance and try to find where this landmark is and try to get out of this situation rather than fight. She's just like, I want to get out of here. I don't want to deal with this thing among all these other things that we've had to deal with. So she's letting her hound sort of do the fighting for her, and she's gonna like dash away.
Okay.
And she's also gonna say, "This is not chickening out. This is just us getting out of here as fast as we can."
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not saying otherwise. Senka, absolutely.
Yeah, that's fine. And you're going away from it, like going back, so you're okay. Next is Maggie.
Okay. Maggie's looking at this terrifying I feel like it's like an angel, actually, you know, like one of those the descriptions of something terrifying. But she doesn't want to. Everything is magic.
There's nothing wrong with magic. Cast magic. Why wouldn't you cast magic?
No, she's
Something
not gonna
good could
cast
happen.
magic. No, she's not gonna cast magic. She pulls out her her spears, her shears, and is like, all right, and just wings the scissors basically open at the creature.
So basically throwing a dagger.
Yes, and basically throwing a dagger.
Okay.
Thank God I have something. So that to hit. 22.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll your damage.
Oh, it's gonna be not high. For 6 points of damage.
You sure you don't want to use magic?
Not this round. Just says something like we're slashing prices. we gotta clear the floor for new merchandise.
All right, next is Krazel. Or was there anything else you wanted to do, Maggie?
You know, she's want to try it one time where she didn't cast magic and kill something or do, you know, like
Poison.
Poison. Yeah.
All right, Krazel's up.
Does this creature speak any languages?
Are you gonna try to like roll to find out, or are you just gonna try to speak a bunch at it and see if it reacts?
I want to use Awakened Mind, which allows me to like telepathically speak with the creature, but that creature has to at least speak one language.
Okay, no, it does not speak any languages.
Fuck. All right, well, Krazel in character is going to try anyways and just be like, if you can hear me, oh great one, or you must be related to the great one somehow. You're so powerful and cool. We're just trying to leave, okay? So, nah. And like for a split second just looks at it to see if it's comprehending, which it's not. So Krazel glances towards Maggie and says, the magic is flowing in me and I must.
I mean do it. I didn't mean to attack it. I was just I'd never seen one before, you know? So I'm so sorry. It was a gut reaction.
Oh,
it was a terrible reaction.
We attack it because it is scary, it is powerful, and maybe we can feast on it.
I mean, everything's scary if you don't know what it is, you know, if you don't know what's happening.
Krazel is going to run as far in the other direction as she can, probably 30 feet or so, and then like spin on a dime and cast Eldritch Blast again to this thing,
Okay.
which is magic.
And Awakened Mind was magic as well, right? Does it count as a spell?
It's not a spell, it's just a thing.
Okay, then never mind that one. So
Yeah.
do your Eldritch Blasts.
Great. So 2 attacks, 1 from each of my fingies. 17 and a nat 20, 24 to hit.
Yes, those both hit. Roll your damage and do double on your nat 20.
All right. Oh, measure. These like virtual D&D Beyond dice are very tricky. 10 for the double damage and a 1. So that's 11 total. Man, rough stuff.
All right, and then roll your d20 for your magic.
It's a nat 20. I don't know that that means anything, but 4 magics appear.
Ah, hold on, I have to look up what this does.
That's good.
No reason.
An unknown piece of magic.
I'm so mad. I should have just had something for magic that I feel silly.
So you ran 30 feet away from the creature, right? Before you cast
Yep.
it. So
Correct.
how far did Senka run?
She dashed, so let's see. What is her speed? So that would have been 60 feet away.
Okay. So you cast Eldritch Blast, and you are able to hit the creature, and it does damage. But as soon as you cast it and it hits, just like almost like a little mushroom cloud comes back, and you are completely engulfed in fog. Not the same kind of mist that brought you here, you can tell right away, but it's this like thick fog that completely obscures where you are. So now you can't see anything around you. And it doesn't affect your companions because they're both farther, like just out of range of it. But right now you're where you are is obscured and you can't see anything.
And people can only see the cloud. They can't see me.
Correct. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. How big did you say the cloud was?
It is 20. Just kidding. Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius sphere of fog.
Okay.
All right, and next is Fire Sale.
All right, Fire Sale, who has the appearance of a skeleton holding a burning box, we'll say.
Amazing.
Takes the box and oh no, actually has to touch. Actually, gets in the box and throws himself at the creature. So in an attempt to sort of ignite it on fire. So let's see to hit. All right. Ooh, a 12.
A 12 does not hit.
Okay. You rolled so poorly, Fire Sale. And then Maggie's just going, Maggie's just going, he's doused. Ooh, yeah. Can I use my inspiration for Fire Sale?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'll add a little spark to your step. Okay. 15.
A 15 still does not hit.
All right. You're fired. No.
Ah.
Okay. All right. He looks like you see like a single tear go down his face and then as it burns off.
So is he just like next to? So he threw himself at it.
Yep. So now he's just burning next to this creature.
What was he trying to do? Was it going to be like bludgeoning damage?
Fire damage.
I gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, unfortunately he does not hit.
Yeah.
So next up is and this creature's called an unspeakable horror. And next is the unspeakable horror's turn.
Absolutely.
Let's see. So the only person near it now is Maggie, because the other two have run away. It can't see Krazel because she's in a fog cloud, and Senka is on the other side of the fog cloud, so it can't see Senka either.
And Maggie's being very well lit by Fire Sale.
By Fire Sale.
Truly stage lighting.
Let's see. Oh, so
I'm doing a "we're going underwater" sail next time. Yelling.
So the horror is gonna like lash out with two of its limbs and try to strike at you, Maggie. So that is a 12 to hit.
Does not.
And a 24 to hit.
Well, yeah, that does.
That is gonna be 21 slashing damage.
Great. What part of my outfit are you slashing? The hat, the dress, the leggings, the boots?
It's gonna go for your mid-center, so it's gonna slash at your dress.
Oh, midriffs are in fashion. She says, like holding some of the blood in.
The 1480s are back, you know.
Are we? Oh,
I
what year
assume
is
we're
it?
at the same time.
What year
I know.
is it?
1494.
4.
Kat.
Yes.
Yes. It's who knows if we're in the same fiction of Dames. But.
Yeah, I'd like to give Brittni Damespiration for making a time-based joke, knowing what would then ensue.
Feels so good.
Next up is the Hellhound's turn.
All right. Well, it's just gonna pounce up and try biting. That is a 24.
That hits. Roll your damage.
All right. For 9 piercing damage. Is this a creature?
No.
Okay.
It is a monstrosity.
Well, yeah, I guess it would be, wouldn't it?
And we're back up to Senka.
All right. Senka's sort of frustrated that like she looks back and she's just like, Maggie is in a fight. Krazel is like in this puff of smoke, and she says, "Why aren't you listening to me?" And I guess she's gonna try. Dang, she's gonna try magic.
Do it. We love magic here.
I know. She's gonna. Okay, so all of a sudden around her, there's swirling these 6 purple meteors, tiny meteors around her. It's mouse minute meteors that she's casting, and it is a level 3 spell.
All right, go ahead and do your damage first, and then we'll roll for your spell casting.
Okay.
Is it saving throw or
Kat being so helpful, saying what level instead of making Jess ask, just in case Jess forgot.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
That is a 12.
It does not make it. All right. Float in orbit. Bonus action. Expend 1 or 2 of the meteors. Okay, she's going to send 2 meteors flying at this, and each one of them sort of like hits into the creature, and it takes 16. What kind of damage does it do? Fire damage.
Anything else for Senka?
Let's see. I think she feels like she's safely where she needs to be. And she's just gonna shout at the rest of the group, "Come on, let's go."
All right, next up is Maggie.
Well, someone's got an idea, do they? All right. That's all you had to say? But while running away, she can't help it. Or can she? Does she have to? Sorry, I'm just trying to see. Okay, no, she's with it. She's very close to this creature. So she goes, just so you know, I've got something from Casper's mattresses, and takes the coupon and flings it at the creature, unspeakable horror, and she just goes, "Night, night," and casts sleep on it.
What does the creature have to save?
Okay. Such an interesting. Sorry, it's a level. Level 1 enchantment. Nope, level 2. And I roll some dice, and that's how much it affects you.
Oh, I think it affects something with that level of hit points or below.
Hit points.
Right?
Gotcha. Yeah. Which I'm assuming maybe at this point, hopefully, we've rolled enough. So I think I will just roll this very fast. Oh, good. Oh, are you kidding? I rolled 5d8, and the first 3 rolls were 1s.
Oh my goodness.
So if this unspeakable horror is 11 points, I can cast sleep on it.
Unfortunately, it does not fall asleep.
Cool. And then she's like, "All right, bye," and then just starts like back, like running away.
But roll your d20 for trying sleep.
Yep, absolutely. What a curse you dice. Okay, 10.
A 10.
Mm-hmm. Do you need me to roll a d100?
Oh.
They
No, I
all
need
sound
you
bad.
to
Does
roll.
the target get... Okay. I was like, did I cast sleep on something? No, sorry.
I need you to roll
Amazing.
1d4 twice.
3. Or a 2 and a 1.
A 2 and a 1. Okay. So let's see. I'll make this nice for you. I won't be mean.
Sorry, can I just say what I imagine your chart looks like, Jess, really fast? It's a vending machine, and your claws are like Vend horrors or something. It's just like, and you're like, paying for 75 cents. Okay. All right, but yeah, it's just like
Cabin in the Woods.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly what it looks like.
All right.
So you, Maggie, you're not able to cast sleep on it, but those little like flickers of like wild magic happen around you, and you sort of like blink, and when you open your eyes, you are standing right next to Senka.
Oh,
and
wow.
When you look back, the creature that you were fighting is 60 feet farther back. So now I think you are now like 120 feet away from it.
Well.
So
Senka, catch up.
Senka rolls her eyes at you.
So we're gonna pull you out of initiative order since you're far enough away that you could probably like just run now if you want to. Unless you want to keep fighting it. What would you like to do? Yeah, run, I would think, right?
Senka's running, yeah.
Run.
All right.
Gonna call back to Suffolk. Let's go, Smokey.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Does the foggy mushroomy cloud move with me, or does it stay if I just follow their voices?
It just stays in place if you follow their voices.
Okay, great. I will appear out of the mist triumphantly as I run towards you guys.
All right, and you all just start like running towards the exit of this forest.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
I think Senka's hound technically just it continues to just fight whatever the thing is that it was summoned to fight. So you can probably just hear like snarling and scratching.
Yeah, same for fire sale. Like, so we gotta.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're just like running straight ahead to get out of this forest, and as you get closer and closer to the edge, you don't see the rune yet, but you do see the mist start to appear and almost start to like reach towards you, tendriling forward. So it almost like meets you halfway and envelops all of you, and you feel this sort of like yanking. And when you open your eyes, Krazel finds herself in just right outside that store where she originally got the bag of holding. Maggie finds herself in front of that wall of shoes with a pair of beautiful heels with goldfish in the heels. And Senka is back at 10 Towns in front of all of the people and the kobolds, like chatting and interacting.
Do we still have our damages and our suffering, like any scratches and stuff?
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Physical and mental.
Mental, of course, yeah.
I think Senka pulls Punch out of her bag and she like hugs him, but then sets him down and just says, "Okay, yeah."
You do all notice as you sort of like look around and get your bearings that now each one of you seems to just have a bag of holding. And as you look down at it, each one of you at the same time, your bag rumbles. And that's where we're going to end it.
No.
I feel like Senka immediately has like the 4 meteors left and she's like ready.
Yeah, Maggie's got the heel and is like ready to like.
No,
stab
Krazel like runs into the shop and looks at the shopkeeper and says, "Tell me everything you know about the bag, man."
That's so good.
That's great, Jess.
All right, that's the end of our adventure. Thank you, everyone, for listening in. Let's do some outros. Everyone, say who you are and where people can find you, and we'll do a thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So let's do.
Sure.
Yeah, we do the same
you're
order,
reversing
Brittni.
it? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm Brittni. You can find me at Brittni Lee on Twitter, and you can find me at fb.gg/Brittni Games if you want to see some streaming occasionally of video games. Maybe I'll do that here too sometime. I don't know. Mysteries. Follow our channel here, and of course D20 Dames. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jen. And you can follow me online at the Jenya on Twitter and Instagram. I will be here with these same people next week running a one-shot as well. And I'm also one of the new Infinite Masters over at Pathfinder Infinite. So if you play Pathfinder, or I don't know, maybe if I modify the rules so you can play the adventure in some other system, I have a new game called Something to Dismember Me By, an adventure. It is a haunted hayride gone wrong, and you can find that at bit.ly/dismemberme, all lowercase, all one word. Sorry about. Yeah, but it's family friendly. So despite the name, Popcorn Cat.
And I'm Kat Kruger. I'm usually the Dungeon Master here on the podcast, but on the stream we're going to be mixing it up a little bit. You can find me at Steampunk Unicorn Studio, where I'm a freelance game designer for my own company. You've probably seen D&D Nerds, which I wrote those mini adventures for, and my latest is A Stitch in Time, which is an Alice in Wonderland inspired 4-hour adventure dungeon craft that you can find on DM's Guild. Yeah, this was very fun.
Thank you. And
This was so fun.
I've been your DM, Jessica Ross. You can find me online at WriteJessR on Twitter. You can find all my stuff on my website, writejess.com. And my latest thing was the domain that we play at Hazlan in Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. So if you want to pick up this book, you can find the domain I wrote. You can find everything else I worked on my website. And I want to give a quick shout out to Cage for being an awesome mod. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
for all of our
Cage.
links and everything and answering questions in the chat. You're the best.
Mm-hmm.
And helping us play D&D.
And helping us
yeah, yeah.
remembering rules for us.
Thank you to people that are in our Patreon too, that are here.
Yeah, thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. If you want some fun, I forgot the word that I was just gonna say. If you want to join us for more things like this, you should find us on patreon.com/D20 Dames, because sometimes we do like chats and brunches and stuff, and we only stream those to our patrons. So check us out on Patreon. And you can also tune in next week, like Jen said, for another one-shot adventure, which is going to be awesome. Jen's going to be DMing that one. And you can find our regular podcast, d20dames.com, comes out every other Tuesday. We're getting towards the end, the finale, the series finale, before we start a new campaign. So make sure to check out all of the awesome recap episodes that Jen put together. You can find all of those on our feed. And yeah, is there anything else?
How do we sign off? You get to say it this time.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Misadventure awaits.